Okay, Crow. Yep, calm down. I'm making a video. It's not happy, but anyway, today's video is another scrub body video, but it's going to be covering brake lines, so it should work on about anything. Check your owner's manual and do your own research, because it might not. But at the moment, we got this brake tool kit. You can pick this up at O'Reilly's. I picked this up for like 30 bucks. And it's got a nice little case, put in your toolbox. And it's made to go into a vise so you can do it by hand. It should be plenty strong enough and work pretty good with this nickel copper brake line that I picked up. In case you didn't, whoa, now tool, you stay. This nickel copper brake line right here, I picked up. I think it was like 16 bucks or so for how many inches this is. Over 4 foot. Almost 6 foot, because I'm 6'1". Piece of brake line. And I picked it up, and it's nickel copper. You gonna calm down? I'm trying to film a video. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but there's a crow waving, whatever you call them in your area, just upset that I'm out here. The nickel copper don't rust. It's very easy to bend. It's very user friendly, but you need to be careful how you mount it, because it can rub and damage easy. So I have to be mindful of that, but they don't rust. Because I'm gonna be rambling on. We got compression fitting. And this is a different size line, of course it is. It's way bigger than I need it to be. So, that is not going to work for that. So, it's going to be a shorter video than I thought. But you can see the compression fittings. Look at them. I have no idea what's going on here. This is 3/16. I could fix this brake line today. And this brake line. And are there any other ones? This one that goes to wherever it's going. This goes to the back. This goes to the front. What in the world is going on over here? Okay, is that one just bad? And they just didn't change it? Or is it going to the back? Looks like it goes to the back. I don't know. It's a little liquid. I guess we will price as we go and bleed as needed. So right now, let's tackle what I got. I got 3/16. I thought they both was. Oversight. I'm human. I'm sure you are too. We make mistakes. Looks like a 9/16. I got these fancy wrenches here. I highly recommend them, but before I got this broke off, you could just use a socket. Oh, that was tighter than I expected. So I'm taking this off because most likely the ends that's on your brake lines, keep these because you never know. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. You can compare them with this and you can see this is a totally different end than what I got. So we have to put this end on this. And in order to do that, I need to figure out where to put this, because this ain't mounted anywhere. I need a better bracket for it, I guess. Somebody just got it. Put right up. Okay. So now I need my tube cutter. You gotta cut this with a tube cutter. And that's in my other toolbox. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's the next day and it's raining. Ain't that how it goes with any project? Something's supposed to be simple, just a 3/16 line, and you get into a mess. It just opens up a whole can of worms, and it just spills out everywhere. And to get the worms back in the bucket, it seems to be just about stressful. I mean, if I was a bigger man, I probably, had a heart attack. Of course, I could have drug this video on longer and took you all for a ride to the pot store and everything. But I'm just going to show you what I got today. We got us a 1/4 inch right here. Nickel copper. We got us another little bitty piece of 3/16. Because I can go on the one short. And some brake fluid. And some bolts. Right here. For the proportional valve. And some taps. I should set us up a good little mount. I gotta make a mount. Because the way they had the the bike setup was just stupid. It would work, of course, probably for the lifetime of, well, it worked to it then. If you're just using it around the yard, sure, it's safe. I'd rather have the proportion valve bolted down though, and the mount. So this is what I got done so far. The fittings are out. You can see this is a 1/4 inch, this is 3/16. Got them out here, the proportion valve is gone. I welded this. I didn't bother bolting it. I'm welding this. I want to build a bracket here to hold the proportion valve. You know, just so we can reroute all of this stuff around this. Because this is for your brakes too. This is like a manual line lock. It works pretty good, believe it or not. I like to keep that integrated. So, yeah, it's been a mess. But it'd be better than what we had once we get everything put together. I was figuring out where to mount it. I think a proportion valve mount it here. Or we could just mount it to the fender. As always, with any project, it became something so simple, became a 3-day job. So this is what we got set up now from the beginning of the video. We got these nickel copper lines here. This is now mounted. Got more plans for this. So this is going to come in handy for what we're going to mount here in a later video. And we also mounted this. This wasn't mounted before. None of this was mounted. So we got a new line here, new line, new line, new line, and 2 new mounts. And they are welded on. They ain't the prettiest welds. They're done with a titanium flux, but they will hold. They bond in hot and heavy. And that's what you want. You know, we can always take some seam sealer or grinder, clean them up if we have to. These lines on a later date will need to be replaced because look at the compression fittings. You got 2 in just in that tiny span. Well, you got 4 right there. We could flare those and put junctions in, but I'll probably do this whole truck in nickel copper. And the thing about nickel copper is you won't have to replace them again unless they get smashed or you rub a hole in something. So if you get it in a point that's going to rub on a frame and something, you need a cushioner between them. Either stick them inside of rubber holes or something like that. You don't want these rubbing in too because they are softer than steel. That's just a tip. We got all this mounted. The brakes semi work. They still got air definitely in the back, but they said this had a leaking cylinder in it when I got this truck. I don't know if that's true or not. They also told me it had new brake lines, and you see the shape it's in. They also told me it had new floorboards. Did I look it over? I did. I knew the issues that it had. You know, to some might be a deal breaker, but this is a Holmes 500 record. And some people might disagree with me, but look at that. That's Holmes 500, not 400, if you can count. Still need to fix the doors and stuff. New 4 pans installed. They cut most of the old pan out and then just self-tapped everything in. So we're going to have to address this maybe this fall or something when it cools off. Right now the truck works. That's the main thing. And what people don't understand is with equipment, you need it to make money. You got to pretty much use it so it pays for itself. You can always fix it up later. Most of the time, that don't happen. So equipment gets run down, get temporary fixes, and it never does get fixed right. Basically, it's record. You can tell it was just used around the lot. You know, just to move cars and stuff like that. Maybe occasional trip down the highway. Now it came to me, that's basically what it's doing here. It's not trustworthy enough to get on the highway. And we got to fix that. I mean, you might can go 5 miles, but I'm pretty sure I don't trust it 5 miles. I trust it around the yard. But it has broke down countless times just around this yard here, just moving these vehicles and stuff. Between running out of gas, fuel filters stopping up, brake lines busted, stalling out, brakes sticking in the back. Must be a shoe or something. Countless of issues. You know, this truck is, at least we're getting the bugs out of it. In the past 3 days, it's been a pain. I've been so busy. In the past 3 days, you know, we made progress on that. The Mustang, the foam stain, whatever you want to call it. I can't get the stalling out of it. I tossed some money at it. and my conclusion was O2 sensors. It's not an O2 sensors. It's not a mass airflow sensor. It's not giving us no codes. It's stalling out. The only thing I can think of is the injector's been damaged where the exhaust was stopped up. Maybe hot air got back in and did something to the injectors and they sticking open. Let it cool down, hit lines. It's not a coil pack, by the way. Check that too. Might be a fuel filter or a fuel pump, because they got built-in fuel pressure regulators. I think it's got the return in the fuel filter. Now, I'm pointing at this, and you might think that's a 67 Mustang. It is, but it's on the Ford Taurus 2001. It's front-wheel drive. So, me being me, I got mad at dealing with computers on wheels, and we'll just V8 it. Do you agree, or should I keep trying to mess with this? Because we got the wheelbase kind of centered up, but I got a frame now, so we can just set it on a full body frame, make a custom Mustang. We might convert it to a fastback later on. You know, just give us something. We got a good starting point. We gave $500 for the car, and you know, I can part out the Ford Taurus and make my money back. It's a good little car. Just that issue of sometimes it's just like, you know what, you need all the gas. Could be an injector hanging. That's what I'm going with. But I don't want to sneak that kind of money in this. And, you know, that's pretty much it. We got the El Camino on the back of the rollback. In case you knew, this is the LS swap rollback. And if y'all knew, thank you for sticking around this long. We're going to start this thing up. Roll the window down, all that good stuff. And, pull it up. And I'm going to cut some grass today. Because you don't want to cut grass on your vehicles. You know, we might drive ship boxes, but some of the ship boxes is pretty nice. This be one of them. Got tilt too. It's LS 6.0. Sounds good, don't it? This motor does got a little piston flap when you first start it, and had some bad head gaskets on it. The bolts from China backed out, but I did reuse them bolts because the BTR head gaskets was mislabeled, and about a year later they backed loose. So is it the company's fault, or is it my fault? It's my fault for listening to everybody when in my gut said I needed better head gaskets because them's probably shit, they mislabeled, and I needed better head bolts. So it's got multi-layer steel Felpo head gaskets and bolts on it. It wasn't the cheapest, but at least I got a discount. So it wasn't as bad. Oh, this is so smooth driving this. Idle needs set up just a little when it's hot out. The idle air control needs adjusted what it needs. We got line lock too. Brakes need just a little. I mean, got good brakes. I mean, it ain't gonna run well. See? Man, kill it out. And mash hard on it. I'm gonna let it run for a few. You wanna know something? That new throw up bed is a little noisy. I hear it. Has been setting, so that's normal. Sometimes the beds get a little surface rust on them. It should clean up. It should. The El Camino, we ain't did nothing with it, and I've been thinking about doing something with this project. I don't know if just storing it back or not even messing with it. I mean, it's a pretty solid car. All the paperwork's here to it. It's pretty solid underneath. It's got a lot of surface rust, but I seen a lot more G-body frames that's a lot worse off, you know. And to that point though, do I actually want to fix this? It's a cool car. I love El Caminos, but you just don't know. open nothing up here, it's too hot. You know, old car doors, they hard to open. I got my seat was redone by my buddy Josh at Outlaw Upholstery. You know, these seats is pretty cool. He painted the frame and everything. He did a real good job. We did some trading around. The interior is really nice on this El Camino. It will clean up. Nice headliner. Dash is pretty decent. The cap will fix every bit of it. And then we got these door panels that's pretty decent too. So, I don't know, it's a nice old truck. What would you call the car? But if you enjoyed this video, it wasn't too in-depth, but hopefully you did. Get subscribed if you're new. I know a lot of you watch my videos ain't subscribed yet. Just take a second out, hit that button, it helps. You know, and drop a like and a comment. I enjoy hearing from everyone. I enjoy seeing them thumbs up too. Thanks for watching. I hurt my thumb the other day. Yep, on the brake lines, 3rd degree burn. You know, and fitness rust up on the brake line, so I was heating them, trying to break them free. Then I set it down after I got it out, and I said, don't touch that, that's hot. And then like 5 minutes later, I walked over and touched it. I don't know. It happens, guys. Thanks for watching.